Hey everyone, Mike Lovelace with Carolina Blue Smoke Barbecue and Outdoor Cooking. Today we got some St. Louis cut ribs that we are going to cook on the Recteq RT700. We're going to try this in a little different. Hey, these were already seasoned in the pack at Sam's Club, and we're just going to see how these are if you just take that membrane off, cook them as is, 2 hours, then turn around and put some butter and the sauce that was in the pack back onto them, cook them another 2 hours, and then finish them off for the last hour. So it's about 5.5 hours cooking time we're going to do today. So hang out with us and let's see how they are. Let's see how these Sam's Club ribs are. I've never done it before, but these are Kansas City style St. Louis ribs. All right, I think I make several mistakes on calling this Kansas City style, but it's really Memphis Rub. These are already packaged at Sam's Club, ready to go. When I did take them out of the pack, I did notice the membrane is on the back, and I went ahead and took them off of that. Some people don't do that. I prefer to do that myself, but that's a personal choice. All right, we are using the RT700, the Recteq bull, for these right here. We're going to start these out and smoke them for a little while, and then turn around and come back and put them in some aluminum foil. But we started them out at 250 degrees. These have been on for 2 hours at 250 degrees. We take them off here, take them back inside. We're gonna turn them upside down with a little bit of butter and wrap them up in aluminum foil, put them back on for additional 2 hours at, again, 275. All right, as I mentioned, this is some butter we're gonna put on here. And you don't have to do this. This is something I like to do. Normally, if I'm not doing low carb, I'll even put some brown sugar and some honey on these as well. More like a competition type style rib. But again, these are spare ribs. The main thing we were doing here was trying to cook these exactly as they came from Sam's Club without doctoring them up very much. So again, we put this butter on here. We're gonna pour this juice that was left over from inside the pack. We did this on the other set of rack of ribs as well. And we're just gonna fold this up real tight and put it back on the smoker for 2 more hours at 275. Just cooked these for 2 hours. Now we're taking them out and looking at them. And to be honest with you, these probably a little bit overcooked. They may even be done at this point, but I wanted to put them back on. I'm not putting barbecue sauce. If you want to put barbecue sauce or something like that you have at home, that'd be great. But these are fall off the bone. You know, on these St. Louis type spare ribs, they kind of have that cartilage in there. You have to be careful of that. My personal favorite is baby back ribs, but I wanted to do these, like I said earlier, just take them straight out of the package from Sam's Club and cook them. So if you want to bump that back down to 225 for 2 hours versus 275, it probably would have been a little better off. Then we go back and throw them on the grill here for about 30 minutes, and they're ready to go. All right, so let's try out these ribs. These are Kansas City ribs that we bought at Sam's Club. We didn't doctor them up or anything other than putting a little bit of butter when we wrapped them. But let's go ahead and try these things out. All right, so they're a little bit overcooked, probably a little bit fall off the bone, but let's give them a shot here. So those, I'm doing low carb, so I can't have sugar, and that spice on there is really good. I'm sure there's a little bit of sugar in that rub, but I'm telling you, they have a really good, really good taste on them. Again, if you're trying to do competition style, these definitely are not that. They'll fall off bone. You could probably cut the time down a little bit. But as far as taste, thumbs up from Carolina Blue Smoke Barbecue. So try out these Sam's Club ribs that are in the meat section, pre-packaged already with the Kansas City rub on them, St. Louis style. If you're in a bind and you don't have time to do them yourself, I will admit though, earlier I told you, take that membrane off the back. I do it every time. Some people don't do it. That's, I guess, personal preference, but I always take that off, but these are great.